Okay, so I haven't made a video in a while, and I just thought I could make something for you guys to watch. So I thought while I'm cleaning, I've kind of said this before in like my longer videos. Like I've showed you guys like what's in my filters, but I've never really I never actually showed you it because obviously the filters are on the tank. So I was cleaning them today before I do a water change tomorrow. And I already put that one on, but that one's pretty simple, so I can explain that one. But this one is one that you usually can't see what's in it. So I'll say this is the Fluval 50, Flu Out Clear 50. And so my top, see if I can, so you got the sponge that comes with it, which is just a normal white sponge. And then if you could see it, it's kind of smushed, but here this blue layer is, you can see blue and then a little gray because it's been kind of dirty, but it's filter floss. And it's just the API, my super micro filtration, which I bought it one time and it was kind of expensive and I never bought it again, but I always reuse it. And then next is another like sponge. It's another Fluval sponge, which is these, which go in like the Fluval FX6 and 5. They're just like a really long sponge, and I just cut them in half and use them. So, and then, so you got the sponge, filter floss, another sponge. And this one's more coarse, but that's why I have this at the bottom and this second. And we got King Pure Elite, which this treats 25 gallons, so it's like the 6.5 ounce. So that's on top, and then the very top is the Biomax, which comes with it. And so that's basically filled to the max. Like I have this thing. I probably would put some in here too, just because that's what I do. I just overstock, just filtrate. But this one gets kind of like overflown, and it kind of just spills out and like clogged easily if you put a lot of stuff in here. So I kind of keep it. This might clog because I did add a little filter floss, and filter floss seems to get like, it kind of clogs with the filter fast. So I might take that out after a while. But that's it. Basically, yeah, I just cleaned it. And I took the not 3D, but the background, because it's getting a lot of like wet spots, because when I had the air filter on, water would splash back and get into the paper, and it'd make all these like dried up wet spots, and it looked really ugly. So I took off the paper background and actually wiped down the backs. Now it just looks like all black, really good. And usually the filters would like press against the glass when they're hanging on the back and make these dents in the paper. So I kind of fixed that problem, so now it looks nicer. And when I took out the paper, I did kind of like it without the background again, but I just put it back on because the backgrounds are very useful. I mean, you can literally put anything back there and you can't see it or nothing, so I kind of keep it on now. But the Marineland 200 Penguin, you obviously got the same bio oil that I've had this entire time. This has been on the tank since it's been running, and so this is it's been established for a long time now. Then before, kind of like on this one, I said I'd put stuff in here. Well, this doesn't get as clogged easily, and it's kind of a bigger filter. Even though the Aqua Clears kind of filter better, but I kind of modded this where I don't use like cartridges and stuff because they suck. And I kind of just did my own thing, so this probably actually filters a little bit better than that one. But they both do great. I mean, I obviously already over filtrate. This could filter this entire tank easily, but I just have an extra filter which does that much more. But before it even enters like the main part, it goes through another bag of Chemi Pure Elite, and that's another 6.5 ounce bag, which does 25. So 50 gallons total right now. So that's already covering this entire tank by more than 10 gallons. And then at the very bottom, I think I showed you guys this last time, but at the very bottom, there's actually 3 different sponges that stack on top of each other. And I mostly just have them in there so they can like just be like still getting water on them and getting bacteria all over them, just so if I ever do need them, like another tank for some reason, I could always have some sponges ready that's been established. And then so after it goes to the chemie pure, it goes right to these big sponges, which are the exact same sponges that are in the bottom. They're just the Fluid Aqua Clear 50 sponges. So it goes through that, and then it goes through another bag of chemie pure, which is just, this is the chemie pure elite. This is the 11.5 ounce, which does 50 gallons. So in total, we have 100 gallons worth of chemie pure, which that's why my water gets, with the background, it kind of looks naked, but that's why it gets my tank very, very clear. And then after that, it goes through another sponge, which this one doesn't get used as much as this one, but it still gets very dirty. And yeah, that's basically it for the filtration. That's how I usually do things. But nothing's really happened with the tank. I mean, the red tails, I think I had 5 when I showed you guys it, and now there's only 3 because 2 actually jumped out, and I found them on the floor. That's why I kind of wish I still had the lid, but it's whatever. Still got all 5 glow lights. I don't know how I think these fish are like some of the best fish I've had so far. I mean, these fish have stayed alive this entire time. It's trying to become my favorite though. But the neons and rummy noses still go over them. Neons, I really don't know. I think there's still 5 in here. After the little thing we had where the neons got sucked into the filter, a bunch of them. I haven't bought more since because I don't really have money right now. And the Plecto still does good. He hasn't really changed much. And then here's some of the rummy noses. But I think there's 5 neons still in here and then 2 rummy noses. But the core, I think I've talked about this before, but all the cories there's no cories in here no more. I don't know what happened to them. Because one day a couple died and then the other day like just all of them were dead. But I checked the water and nothing was wrong with it. All the other fish were alive. I don't know why just the cories died only. It was kind of weird, but they were kind of becoming my favorite fish and then they ended up dying off. But so I guess if you have any more fish you would want me to have in here, you can comment that, I guess. I was always thinking about getting another gourami. Even though I didn't really like it, I was kind of glad that it jumped out of the tank because it was starting to get like a big bully, but it was mostly a bully to the cories when we did have them. And the Plecto never really cared. He just, like, they stopped boiling, they stopped messing with each other after a long time. But I probably want to get a different color next time because I probably want to get, because I think last time I had the neon, or just the red. I don't know, I think it was called the neon. But that's basically it. I'm still gonna probably, like I said, bury the air stone and then bury the line under the gravel and then hide it up behind these intakes. And so you can have kind of like a hidden air stone where you just see bubbles coming up without seeing any tube. So I still probably do that. I just need to get airline. It's usually pretty cheap. I probably actually will get that very soon. That's about it. Comment, like, subscribe, and we just hit 50 subscribers. That's why I kind of made this video. We hit 50. We got like 5 subscribers in like one day. So that was actually kind of cool. Like, so I think we're exactly at 50, and then I think like 7,500 views. So we're almost at 10K. So comment, like, subscribe if you want to see anything. Put it in the comments. Any fish you recommend, you can put that down. Or if you just want to say something about the tank, recommend anything. I mean, I kind of got the best. There's not really much I can upgrade. I need to get a new heater because like it was doing perfectly fine, but every time I check the water, like I put it on minus, like it's on all the way down right now, but all the way down my tank ends up getting like 60, no, not 60, 76 degrees, and then I'll turn it back up because I kind of want it, I don't want it that cold, and then I turn it up barely, and it goes all the way to 82 degrees. So I don't know what it'd do if I turned it up all the way to max. I don't know how hot this thing would get. That's what I'm afraid. But I mean, it's working now. It's not like it would kill the fish. I mean, as long as it stays 76 to like 79, I'm good. That's about all. I might do a video tomorrow if you guys suggest anything. So if you want to see anything, I'll video it tomorrow. But that's about it.